Well, here we are at the ranch. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Sunday, the 4th of, the 14th of July, 2024. And we went ahead and took out the rest of those squash plants there because we just could not win the fight with the aphids. We did spray again this morning trying to kill them off. We have some other stuff in our arsenal. I really, I don't think soapy water and neem oil works. I think sometimes when you get infested, you got to pull out the big guns. So these beans, they're just not working, right? So we're just gonna pull them out. And I am going to plant something else here. I haven't decided what. But, yep, we're just going to jerk these guys out of here. Get them out. We'll pick off the... Yeah, they're not just... they're not producing. I mean, 1 or 2 a day, bean a day is just not going to cut the buck. So, and we'll find something else to plant here. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to, that just became a little bit difficult to get those out. Anyway, so there we are. We'll get those out of here. I've never had so much trouble with growing things in my day as growing this stuff and having the aphids. And these beds right here have always had aphids, and I'm gonna try to find a way to what I probably ought to do to get these plants. I got my Malabar spinach here. I'm gonna have to take that marigold out. So this Malabar spinach is quite delectable. It is very good. So kind of sucks that I pulled that out. I should have probably just clipped it off. But I think they'll be okay. Yeah, oops, I'm sorry. I keep turning it away. Anyways, plant something else here, I suppose. The thing on this Malabar spinach these were volunteers. I had it growing here last year, and so they just kind of grew on their own, which is pretty nice. I'm glad for that. I want to get rid of all these leaves. Yeah, sometimes you gotta, and that's a volunteer tomato plant right there. That is a big beef, and it's a single stalk. And I think that's the way I'll train it. There we go. Let's see here. I can do a better job than that. There we are. There you go. There's another one growing over there. We'll just keep training that big bad boy. We'll just keep this thing going here. I'll let it just hang over the edge there. I don't have any structure built for it, and I'm not going to build anything. So everybody's looking pretty good. I did the yeast and sugar on just about everybody, except for my Swiss chard. I did all these guys that way. And see, I don't understand. My leaves are a little bit yellow, like they're lacking in nitrogen. And I don't think that's the case. I can test, I suppose, to see if that's what's going on. But we are getting some tomatoes, and they're splitting. Maybe we're lacking in, I really don't like giving tomatoes nitrogen. And so we might be a little bit low on calcium because we have these tomatoes, and they're splitting, and we're not, and we're not, our watering system, they get the water every day. They're not at a certain time every day. There you go. Sorry about that. Sometimes that happens. But we don't have a lot of tomato sets since we had that week of extremely hot weather. We do have some that today's harvest. Harvested some of the Malabar spinach for dinner. We're gonna have spaghetti. We do have potatoes. We're gonna have to start eating potatoes, or I'm gonna have to slice them and dry them. But we got tomatoes coming on. They're coming on. We just don't get the sets in the really, really hot weather like we've been getting. It's really not good for your garden. Anyways, that's my pumpkin right there. Pumpkins aren't doing so hot. They're climbing the trellis. Probably going to turn them back down. I want those tomatoes to grow all the way over to the center and beyond if they need to. But peppers are looking good. They're producing. We still have some squash plants there, some zucchini. We got some crookneck that we just planted here a week or two ago. We planted it on 620. So we will hopefully get some crooknecks before they get infested with aphids and whitefly. And I noticed my hibiscus over there is infested with whitefly, so we sprayed that this morning. So yeah, there's whitefly on these too. I just seen them there. There they go. See them. You can barely see them. Now you can't see them on camera. But anytime you have whitefly, you have problems. So yeah, so there is some whitefly in here, and I have some new spray that we're probably going to be using on them. We don't spray these tomatoes. We don't spray anything on our tomatoes except for Miracle-Gro. And these guys look like they got burned from the heat. The leaves are curling up. That could be it's a sign of stress, I know that. But I don't understand why the water is always same time of day. Looks like the blossoms are setting though. Yeah, we have a lot of, look at that cluster there. So I don't know what they're lacking in. Maybe they're lacking in boron. Maybe they do need a little bit of nitrogen. I can give them some manure tea, but I really don't like doing it because I don't want to see a lot of green growth and no tomatoes. So we won't be planting our potatoes outside anymore. We're going to fill all this in with compost and plant our potatoes. Our fall crop of potatoes right here where the deer can't get at them. So our corn are finally starting to put ears on here. All right, look how tall them are. I mean, Jiminy. Yeah. So we got a pretty good block of them here. We got one ear per plat. We got three across. 3 by 8, 24 ears. Yeah, look here, these guys are getting ears. So we've been feeding these guys too. We've been giving them steer manure tea. We always layer, when we go to plant something fresh, we put a bag or two of steer manure, composted steer manure in there because it keeps your seeds good and moist, and it's not real rough. Yeah, we're getting some ears. So I was concerned that we weren't going to get no ears. Now our cantaloupes, we get some cantaloupes coming on here. Let's going on here? Huh. Oh, it's broken. All right. All right. So we know what's wrong.